There we go. Welcome to our Grow with Google training today. My name is Janet Hearn. I'm with Future Ready Consulting, and I am here thanks to a grant with Downtown Middletown, Inc., Heritage Ohio, Main Street America, Main Street Medina. Just thanks all around to everyone. I'm really excited to be here. I drove through town a little bit when I arrived today. I'm from the Cincinnati area. And I loved what I saw. I'm looking forward in the morning. I'm going to run around and check out some of the shops and the little places and take some video. And I'll send you that link. I usually do a quick little tour of the town I'm in and post it on TikTok. So I'll be doing that later. Welcome to everybody that's online. This is going to be a little weird for the in-crowd group because this is delayed a tad, but it's the only way you can see all the slides. So we will have to watch that a little bit. Again, my name is Janet Hearn. I run a consulting business, Future Ready Consulting, and I'm from the Cincinnati area currently, but I grew up in Marion, Ohio. Anybody? Marion? Anybody? No? Okay. It's north of Columbus, about 45 minutes. So it's up this direction. It's more west. So, but small town Ohio means a lot to me. I was really excited to be part of this project because I believe in all of these downtowns and preserving them and all the small businesses. So I'm really excited to see this turnout. This is an awesome turnout. So thank you all for coming tonight and spending time with us. The first hour, we're going to go over Google Business Profile. And then the second hour, I'm going to let you ask any Google question you want. That's always dangerous, but I'll try to answer as many of them as I can. If you don't have a topic, I'll throw some out there and you can vote. I don't care. And then again, you can go back and look at the recording later as reference. If I go too fast, or if you're like, what did she say the other night? You can go watch the recording. So with that, I will go back to our slides because you really want to see that more than you want to see me. Not that one. I want to be smaller. Not that one. Where's my little small one? All right. I'm going to take myself off for a little bit here, and we'll just watch the slides. So if you could check in with Main Street America, the QR code is right there. Just give it a little click. If you're not wanting to do that, that's okay. We have you on our list, so thank you for checking in. So we're talking about getting your business on Google Search and Maps tonight. It used to be called Google My Business, or now it's called Google Business Profile. And so if you want to walk along with me on your phone or your computer, you're welcome to do that. If you would just rather listen and then either grab the recording later or do it on your own later, that's fine. Just let me know if you need me to pause at any point. So we're going to talk about what is Google Business Profile, how to create a business profile if you haven't already, and how to manage it. And this is where a lot of people forget that part after they create it. So this is that we're going to kind of go through the creating a little bit more quickly because I think many of you probably have it already, and if you don't, you can step through it later. But then how to manage it is really, I think, the critical piece. And then some extra resources. And like I said, at the end, we can talk more about anything Google you want to. So, all right, we're going to skip. There is a video that goes with this presentation, but it doesn't do well on YouTube, so we're going to skip that. So don't worry, we didn't go anywhere. It's just black for a moment. So we're going to talk about what is a Google Business Profile. If any of you have ever paid for ads or anything, that's a lot of money for a little bit of space, right? Google Business Profile is free, and it takes up a ton of real estate online or on your phone, and it can do a ton for you. So it provides the name of your business. The business we're going to kind of follow through is called Detroit Voltage as the example. So it is an electrician in Detroit. So you get your name on there. You get photos and videos on there. You get quick links to call your business, directions to your business, share with other people. If that person says, oh, this is a cool business, and shares it with their friends and family, you can get to your website if you have one. If you don't, that's okay, because you got a lot of info here, free, right here. It tells the location and gives you driving directions if you need them. It tells you if that business is open or not, and it has the phone number. So all of that is free information that's served up by Google, as long as you have the profile enacted. And Google likes to see that you are interacting with it from time to time. Because if you don't, like if you set it up and forget it, it thinks either you got rid of the business or you don't care or something like that. We don't want them to think that for sure. So we want to keep those up to date. This is how Google Business Profile shows up on a search on your laptop. Over 18 million US businesses use Google's free tools to receive phone calls, bookings, reviews, requests for directions, and connect with their customers. So all of that real estate over there is free of charge in the search. People pay for these listings up here. If it says ad next to it, they paid for that. You get that whole real estate free, as long as the search engine found you and pulled you up. Especially, I think a town like this, like I'm new here, I'll probably go back to my room and go, breakfast near me, ice cream near me, and that's how I would find my way around the town. So that's how people are going to find you and interact with your business, as long as you have that information available. I'm sure some of you in the last week, if not today, did a Google search on some business or some service you needed, and you're pulling up people's Google business profile. More than 2/3 of US consumers say they want to support local small business. So to have that information readily available to someone is really critical. People will drive here to Medina to interact with your business as long as they know it's there, it's open, it has what they're looking for. This is what it would look like on the phone, similar, or on, this is what it looks like on Maps. So you can search for your business on Maps and Google search, and then people can click and get all that information. It works on your mobile devices, iPads, your computers, and your phones. So regardless, you set it up in one spot, it's available across the board. So you don't have to keep worrying, is that mobile friendly and all that. Google takes care of all that for you. All right, so how do we create one of these profiles? First of all, you need a Google address, a Gmail address. So if you do not have a Gmail address, you need to sign up for one. It can be any generic address. If you have a Google account, you can use that to sign in to get your business on Google Business Profile. You have to remember what account you use to log in, though, because a lot of people have 2 or 3 Gmail accounts, and if you forget which one you use to set the profile up, you won't be able to get back in. So make sure you note what profile you used. If you have multiple Gmail accounts that you use on a frequent basis, you can add your other ones as managers, so then you won't have to remember which one you can sign in under all of them. But you have to watch, because if you're signed in the browser in a different profile, then you're going to be logged in as that profile when you try to get to Google Business. So just try to stick with the one when you're dealing with your business profile. You can go to google.com/business, and that is where you can interact with and start setting it up. And then there are 3 more ways that you can add your business to Google Business Profile. You can search for your address and add your business. You can click the 3-line icon on the left menu, or the hamburger icon, and add your business. I don't know how that ended up being a hamburger, but okay. Or you can right click on the map and add your business. So you can do that at Maps. The other way was through Search. So is there anyone walking through with me right now that I need to go slow to add, or we're just going to keep kind of rolling along? Yes, question.
How do you know if someone else might have set up?
Okay. So the question was, if you couldn't hear that, the question was, how do you know if someone else set up an account for your business? If you log in and it looks like things have been added to that, and it says it's verified, then someone did set it up for you. If it just looks like there's random information and it'll say, is this business yours? And it'll ask you these questions. People may have uploaded some pictures, but nobody's managing it. And if you have a problem with, you think somebody hijacked it, then let me know and we can see if we can get in touch with somebody. Well, if you get it and verify, you'll be able to, I think, remove those. Yeah. Or at least comment on them and say, this is our wonderful neighbor to the north, but not us. something to indicate. Whoopsie. All right. So again, make sure you sign into your Google account. If you need a new Google account, it's accounts.google.com/sign up. And that's here on the slide at the bottom. accounts.google.com/sign up. And that is free. Write down your account, write down your password, because in 6 months you won't remember this. All right, so then you want to sign into your Google account that you want associated with this business profile. And then we're going to start filling in all the particulars. So the first thing is to type in the business name as you want it to appear on Google. Now, if it's vastly different than the actual business name you have, Google's not going to like that. So if you came up with a name that you think is better later, don't do that. But like mine has an LLP at the end, I don't put my LLP on there. Nobody cares about that. So you don't have to put LLC and all that. Just what is your primary name of your business? Make sure it's spelled right and everything. Enter a business category, and then you'll click next. You're going to see that the categories don't always reflect the things that you necessarily want to have there, but you just pick the closest one for now. Any of this can be changed later. So you're not going to, it won't be set for life. If you have a brick and mortar location that somebody visits, then you say yes to add location. If you don't, then hit no, and we're going to be able to add a service area for you later. I have my business out of my home. I do not want my home on here. So I say no, and then I have a business area, so nobody knows where my business is located. If you do have a physical location and you said yes, you want to enter that address, and you want to make sure be very specific, like if there's a suite or something like that, so that people can actually find you on the Maps application. If there's a floor number or something like that.
Or if you have an address that you don't have customers come to, like your home address.
So mine is under my home address. So you can put a service area. So don't say that no, you don't want an address, and you'll put a service area. It's coming, yes. Okay. So you can also add a service area, okay? And that should be the next slide. And you can provide that service area and tell people kind of the area you cover, all right? Even if you are kind of a global business, so I'm happy to serve anyone from anywhere in the US and Canada, but I put Cincinnati area just so people kind of get an idea of where I'm located, because people tend to be more trusting of people that are near. That doesn't mean I haven't had clients. I've got a client in Arizona, so. Now, you do have to add the business contact info. And so you want to have the phone number of your business. I would not put your cell phone number. I would put the number of your business, preferably one that can be texted to and all of that. If it's a landline, you're going to lose the ability for people to chat you questions and ask you questions. So that is available in this profile to where I could, you know, what's your business, if you don't mind me asking?
Medina.
And what do we, is that?
Painting pottery.
Yes. Okay. I don't have time to do that tomorrow, or I would. So
We can work around.
okay. So if I was interested, like let's say I had a certain event and my kid loves unicorns, I could chat you. Do you have unicorn ceramics? And then you could just chat back, yes, I do. Boom, you have a whole party now you're going to book. But if you don't have that ability and they don't like calling people, wah, wah. So if you can, use a phone number that can be texted to. I have a virtual phone number and it comes to my cell phone, but it's not my cell phone. So you can set those up with different carriers. You can get a Google number and forward it to your phone, things like that. If all you have is a landline, that's fine. Put that in there because people will still call. They're not, you know, some people won't, but some people will. So get that in there. If you have a website, make sure you get that in there. Make sure you type it in accurately and test it later. Test all of these things later. Try to call yourself from a different phone and things like that, because I can't tell you how many times I've put stuff in like that and then went, uh-oh. Somebody says, I tried to call you, but your phone number is wrong. I'm like, what? All right. Now this part is interesting. So now you have to verify. So Google does want to know that you are the owner of this business. So this is the verification step. You can put how you want to be verified, or sometimes they choose for you. It used to be you had to wait for a postcard to come. What? Now you can do it by phone, text, email, or video. I've heard people struggle with the video one. I don't highly recommend that. But if they do make you do the video, make sure it is not too big a file. It has to be 30 seconds or less, and it has to be a small file. So pick like a low resolution and try that. People have struggled with that. But if it's these others, if some of you do it tonight, you might get verified tonight. It could take up to 2 weeks, depending upon the way you decide to do it. But remember, if you do email, which email? And if you do postcard, make sure it's coming to the correct address, that someone will be there to verify it, because it's going to give you a code, and then you put the code in. Don't stop here. Make sure you verify. We can keep editing your profile, and then once it's verified, it'll change it all to what you put in there. Any questions about verification? It's really critical, and that keeps people from stealing your profile. I can't imagine being a Google profile stealer, but
Does it only verify when you create the account, or every time you make an edit?
just the first time you create it.
So would you have an active, complete Google account if it wasn't verified?
If you don't verify your business, it will not keep changing it for you. It's going to say, I don't know if you really own the business, so it won't let you go any further. All right. Why is my slide sticking? Okay, here we go. So while you're waiting to get verified, you can add more stuff. It just won't show up. Okay. And once you're in this, once you've gone through all those steps, you should see this. I don't know if my cursor doesn't show up. You should see this like dashboard that you'll see every time now you go in and you go to edit this. If you don't see that dashboard, you're in the wrong account. Other people will not see that. All right. Any questions about how to get set up and verified? All right. So next is the really important part. How do we manage this sucker now that we have it? All right. You're going to see this, this nice dashboard every time you are in there under your email address that you set this up. The first thing I would do is go up to the 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner, I was backwards, so I wanted to make sure. Upper right-hand corner, and there's a place where you can add managers. So it'll say edit info or something. They leave it for the end here, but I'm just telling you, and I'll mention it again at the end. This is where you can add managers. So if you're like, I don't have time to mess with this business profile, pick somebody tech savvy who's like, oh, I'll do it, on your team or in your family, and let them manage it for you. Or if you have multiple emails and you're like, I don't want to remember which email I logged in with, then just add that email to that area. All right, so we're going to start seeing what each of these areas does and how we can keep our business profile up to date. And if you search for your business in Google browser, you should see the dashboard now come up instead of your business. It should be the dashboard for your business. So if you want to edit your profile, you can edit your profile at any time. Business name, double check. Category, double check. Description. Everybody hates this part. If you have a description that you have on your website you love, just copy and paste it. If you're like, I don't love it, or I don't have a website. In the description, the critical words we're looking for are what we call keywords. If you're not familiar with keywords, keywords are not keywords. Keywords are key phrases. I think it's a terrible name for a group of words. Don't call them keywords. Key phrases. So, for example, I'm not picking on you, but I know your business now, so here we go. Ceramic painting. That's 2 words. Ceramic painting is 2 words, but that's a keyword. That phrase is a keyword. So you want to include in this description words that you think people are going to search for. So think about your clientele. What will they search for? And then write in the description. So I would include, if possible, without sounding awkward, kids, parties. What else we got? Arts, activities. You want to include that in your description. So think about your description and you write it up as if people were asking questions in Google, and that's how they find you. Because Google's going to scan that, and that's why they'd serve you up. If you don't mention kids' parties and they go, place for kids' parties, you're not going to come up because you didn't put that in your description. So that's the kind of the way you want to look at it. If you are sitting here going, oh my God, I don't want to write this thing. Think about words that might be searchable for you. And then in the second hour, if you want, I'll show you how you can get Gemini or ChatGPT to write your description for you. And then that gives you a start. And then you can edit it to really fit what you need. That's what I would do if you're like locked up and go, I'm not doing that. I'm skipping that. At some point, you have to go back and write your description. So that is one suggestion I have if you're just locked up. It's just a start. The AI tools can give you a start, and then you go in and do whatever you want to it. Sometimes you'll rewrite the whole thing, but at least it's new. It's something. Nope. Yes, no location. Public square, I would maybe put. Because somebody might search for art activities near this public square. I don't know that Google would know that. That's a good point. I love it. So think about that description. We don't have to do that now, but please go back to it because that's how it finds you. Make sure your location is correct. Make sure your hours are correct. Google likes when you keep your holiday hours up to date. It does not like if you don't keep your holiday hours up to date. Usually it will write you on that email address and say, hey, are you open for the holidays coming up? Make sure, check your hours. So you'll be able to edit all of those things. And again, keep in mind the searcher that's looking for you. Other ways you can stand out. Google allows you to stand out with attributes. You do not have to use any of these, but if any of these apply to you, you might want to use them. Asian-owned, Black-owned, Latino-owned, LGBTQ plus owned, veteran-owned, or woman-owned. You can use any of these or none of these. But some people search by that criteria because they're interested in supporting like a veteran-owned business or something like that. So if you qualify and so desire to identify that way, then go ahead and add that to your business profile. That was a music break for those of you online. We would dance, but she didn't let go long enough. So I love it. Love it. All right. All right. If you have a brick and mortar location, there's a free service from Google called Pointy. I wish I'd been in the room drinking with them when they came up with that name. They did invite me. Pointy.withgoogle.com. No offense, Google, if you're listening to my presentation. What this is it sends you, they send you equipment, and you can use your point of sale system to integrate with it. You can scan your products. I have a local business that actually did this. And if people are searching for a specific thing, like whatever, orange bicycle helmet for a kid, and if it has a certain brand, if you sell that brand and have it in stock, boom, you're going to come up top. And then they may buy it straight from you online if you sell online, or they may drive 2 hours to get it because they know you have it. It's not just on your website that you sell helmets like that. They know you have an orange whatever bicycle helmet. It's free. The woman I work with in Wyoming, she runs a vegan food store, and she put all her products in Pointy because there's certain vegan products that people have to always order online or whatever. If they know they can drive to her shop and get it instead of going online, they're going to do it. I believe, this is Janet's opinion, not official Google news, but Google is setting themselves up to fight with Amazon by saying, oh, that's the helmet you want? Boom, I'm going to buy it right there, one click. I don't have to go to Amazon to buy it. I don't have to go to the store to buy it. I'm going to buy it there. And if you're the one listed, then you're going to get the order and you're going to mail it off to them. That's what I think they're trying to do. Because more and more when you do Google searches, I don't know if you've seen, there's a lot of shopping squares that pop up for products. So I think they want to make the clicks less so you don't go to Amazon. But if you're in the stream, right, for those products, then they're going to click on you and buy them from you. Now, if you don't want to do mail order and online, you still might consider it, because then locally, if you sell niche products that people can't find, then they'll come to you to buy those. I don't know if we can get the unicorn people to come, but yeah, you never know. And the equipment's free. She got it. She asked for it. They sent it to her. She set it all up. It's all running in the background. All right, you want to add photos. 90% of customers are more likely to visit a business that has photos. So you want to add photos, especially of popular products or niche products or products somebody might not think you have at your store. Definitely get the picture of the unicorn on there. Your logo, new products. So it's great to add a photo, a logo, and a cover photo to showcase your business. The outside of your establishment, so when people are driving trying to find you, they go, oh, that's like the picture. If you decorate for the holidays, throw that one up there. Just regularly try to add photos. If I had a photo in any other of my social media accounts, I throw it up on Google too. Why not? So again, if you're like, I don't have time to do this, find someone that maybe works for you, and if they're on their phone a lot, say, hey, I noticed you really like that phone. How about going around taking some pictures and loading them up on our Google business profile? Because Google says, oh, they're active, and people see new pictures come up when they look for your business, and they go, okay, all right, okay. If the party people let you, throw a picture of a party on there. I told you once I know your business, you're in trouble. So tips for great photos are coming up. You want to use focused, well-lit images. I don't think this is a well-lit image, but this is the example they provided. But notice, so this is Detroit Voltage again. And Detroit Voltage, you don't immediately know, do they do commercial work? Well, now I glance at their pictures and I go, well, by God, they do commercial work. And they do big places. That's going to sway my desire to call them if I need commercial electricians. They dig big holes, so they must have that equipment. I've heard of a land clearing business that they routinely put drone shots of them just clearing land, and people freaking love it. And they watch that and then hire them to clear their land. If you do something like that that has some good highlight pictures, somebody painting, you wouldn't even have to show their face. They could just be painting their unicorn. Throw it on up there. You can do videos up to 30 seconds as well. So highlight those things. If you have a dog that's in your shop and the dog is cute as heck, dogs and babies, get them on there. You think I'm joking? You got a dog out in front of your place? Woo! Here they come just to see the dog. And oh, I want to buy that because I'm looking at the dog. Oh, we got more people watching online now. If you're online and you're logged into YouTube and you want to ask a question, you can click in the comments and write me a question. You got two visitors out here listening to us. Oh, well, I don't. They can, if you want to identify yourselves, comment, and I'll show you the crowd we have here. Oh, except my. Okay, hold on. Yay! Oh wait, let me switch cameras. Here we go. There we go. It's coming. Just wait, and you're going to see this lovely crew we have here. Here they are. Yeah, well, we got a waiver. Thank you. Appreciate that. The rest of them, they're not going to wave at you. So, give us a comment if you're logged in. If you don't see the comment box, you're not logged into your YouTube account. Just log in and you can chit chat with us. Don't say mean things though. All right, let me see if this look is fixed. Why is that? Okay, whatever. All right, coming back up. All right, if you want to add an update or a post, you hit add update and you will get what looks like a social media post spot. You get to add a description, you can add a photo or video, and you can add a call to action button. If I post on my social media anything, I post to Google Business Profile. Same picture, same description, same hashtags, bam. So if you routinely post to social media, just add that extra step into your life, or unless your social media scheduler will do Google Business Profile. Mine does, but I don't know if everybody's does. Post there too. Because again, Google says, oh, they're liking this Google stuff. We're going to serve them up more often. So it's totally worth it. If they are looking for whatever yours is going to get served up first, and they're going to see all your little posts and latest thing. Yep. They can, I think they might be able to follow your Google Business Profile too. I have to think about that. But if I've already gone to the trouble of making a social post, why not? Let's throw it up there. And you can say call now. You can say there's like 4 call to actions. Learn more. I forget what they all are. So go ahead and post. What I recommend, and this might be coming on a different slide, but what I recommend is put on your calendar, right, like tonight or tomorrow, 15 minutes every other week, once a month, and say, update my Google Business Profile. Start with 15 minutes a month. Then maybe it's every other week. And then maybe you show somebody in your group that and say, you're going to manage this from now on. I want you to post a picture every time you work. And I want you to, and just give them some parameters. You definitely want to give them parameters. And double check their work. All right, some post examples that they have built in is an update. So you can do updates. Here's an example of Detroit Voltage talking about a heat wave. Make sure you're getting your air conditioner taken care of. You can do offers. So if you want to try a new offer out, maybe you want to try a discount. Maybe you want to try, you can have the unicorn discount, do a unicorn party, 10% off. It's unofficial. I just made that up. If you want to do free shipping, if you want to do whatever, you can do an offer. You can do an event. I highly recommend this. If Medina is doing an event that you're all part of, or some of you are part of, either pick the artsiest person and say, can you make a creative, or we'll make George make it, make a creative for the event. All of you post it as an event on your page. And so it'll pop up everywhere people are searching for businesses, and get that out there a couple weeks in advance. And I bet it really upticks your attendance for that event, because it's going to pop up on everybody who's participating, which is really cool. Or maybe you have your own little event. So give it a try. See if it changes your traffic numbers at all. Nobody's commented to us yet, so they're being stealthy. All right, so here's some other things you can do to interact and connect with customers. You maybe didn't think of Google Profile as a way to connect with customers, but it is. You can read reviews and respond to them. You can read messages, and you can answer questions that people post, as long as your phone that you put in there is text enabled, or you have some software integrated that works with it, a CRM or something like that. So that's a pretty powerful thing. People who don't want to drive all the way here but think you might have what they need can ask you really fast, is there a minimum number of kids to have a party? Something like that. And you can answer that right away. So whoever you have keeping an eye on this, make sure they answer fairly quickly, or have a couple of people watching it. But it'll come to your email. You have you can set notification preferences. So do you want it to text you, email you, whatever? So you just got to watch whatever you say. All right, reviews is always a popular question I get. I don't know about you, but generally, if I'm picking, especially a restaurant, I look at reviews. I look at the number of reviews, and I look at the average review number. I bet you guys do too. A lot of you probably do that. So it's important that you get reviews. We're going to talk a little bit more about how to get reviews and some opportunities for reviews. But here's how to manage them. If you get a poor review, or if you get a great review, you want to respond. Any review, try to respond to. But if you get a poor review, be professional and polite in your response. Respond quickly. Don't use your response to advertise or upsell. Thank customers that give you a really good review. And then if there's an issue, address it constructively and try to resolve it offline. So say, thank you so much for your feedback. I would love to get in touch with you and resolve this offline. Please email me. Or go to our website and chat, or however you want them to respond to you. But I would get them off of the reviews. Two things will happen with that. Either they will do that and you can resolve their issue and they are now happy and they may amend their review. Or if they don't and they're just jerks, you will have tried. And so if I'm looking through and I see 5552 and I see that you wrote back, thank you for your feedback, I'd love to resolve this for you, then I'm going to ignore that too. I'm going to be like, whatever. If you respond, yeah, and you're a jerk too. What? Hold on. So, but literally, if I see a couple bad reviews, but you've responded in a really polite and professional manner, and I think you're trying to fix it, I'm going to ignore. I'm just going to discount that review. But if it's ignored, you said happy things to all the nice reviews and ignored the bad reviews, I'm more likely to go, uh-oh, what's going on there? If they have broken one of Google's policies, they've used profanity, they've threatened you, something like that, you can ask Google to remove it. You can't remove it, but you can ask Google to remove that review. They do a quick check on that. I believe they use AI to check that. And they may deny you. You get one more appeal, and then a person really looks at that. So don't give up. go ahead and do the appeal and use the words from their policy that they violated. If you use Google's own words to say, you have a policy against profanity, and clearly this person was profane, they'll remove the review. I worked with someone on a business that they posted a knife in the picture that they posted with their review. This store doesn't sell knives, so she took that as a threat. She remembered exactly who it was, and she asked Google to take it down. They said no, but it's probably because the AI looked at it and went, they posted a picture. They may have thought she sold knives. When she explained it, used their words to describe it and said, we don't even sell that product in our store. They took it down right away. So just, be aware of that. There is a process you follow the process, and 9 times out of 10, you should be okay. If it's just a bad review that you don't agree with, that's when you have to just say, thank you for your feedback, and I'd love to, you could get ChatGPT to write that for you too, if you don't want to. Okay. So that's kind of my tips for handling reviews, but you want reviews and you want lots of reviews. How do you get more reviews? The way to get more reviews is to ask. People really don't mind leaving you a review. They just forget. They move on with their life. So if you could send them an email following up the sale, if you can post a QR code on the receipt that says, please leave us a review. Click. If you lower the barrier for me, I'll leave you a review every time. If it's if I have to remember and then go find your website and then go find that, I'm not going to probably do it. Share it via social media, share via a link, okay? And ask for reviews. Some of you may have heard this story if you've seen any of my trainings before, but my favorite story is I was in Atlanta, I had a rental car, I actually had a Turo car. I blew the tire. Yeah, it was a nice tire. I took it to a random shop and thought, oh my God, the guy's like, ma'am, don't even get out of your car. He jacked up the car with me sitting in it, changed the tire out. I was like, what? Who does that? And they were busy too. And I went in to pay, handed him my credit card. He had a QR code right here with his review link. I was like, click. He goes, thank you, ma'am. Please leave me a review. I said, I already did. You rock. And we were done. I'm done. He's done. We're done. They also had it by the front door on the way out, QR code. I've been in restaurants where they put it on the little napkin holder. So make it easy, and people don't mind. I also recommend that maybe you have like a review week in Medina. Everybody kind of says, hey, leave positive reviews to your favorite businesses in Medina. You guys leave reviews for each other if you've used each other's businesses, and just try to boost those reviews up, because they really do make a difference to Google, to people that go check out your business, and it's a great thing. Any questions about reviews? Because that's usually a hot topic. Okay. Not a hot topic.
I would like to add that if you get a negative review on Google, exactly what you did, because I work for a furniture store where they got some real nasty stuff. And we went real quick hurry and went to Facebook and shut down all possibility of reviews right there and then for Facebook.
For Facebook?
Because what they'll do is if they don't feel like they've done you enough damage to Google, they will attack you through Facebook. And they will do it fast.
Okay, so we have a suggestion in our live audience that says, if somebody's on the attack, if they give you a bad review on Google, shut off your Facebook reviews for a little bit so they can't get you on all sides. And then you can probably turn it on again later after they've calmed down. Good suggestion. But again, I think if you respond in a positive way, even if you don't feel positive, and even if you want to punch them, you can at least show you were trying. I think that's always a good thing, and I usually discount reviews where people were trying. I'm like, whatever. All right. Why did we not move again? All right, messages. If you get messages via the app, the business profile, don't provide or request sensitive info like credit cards or passwords. And don't make any misleading claims and try to respond within 24 hours. Don't try to upsell, stuff like that. Google's rules. Now, how do you know any of this is working? There's a report section on your dashboard. And if you click on reports, then you will have all these reports available. You can pick the time period, the last week, the last month, the last year. You can see how many business profile interactions there's been. If you have a menu online, you can see how many people clicked on your menu. If people ordered through your business profile, you can see that. If they called you, if they left you messages, bookings. You can book through Google as well, so appointments. If you're an appointment-based kind of business, you can connect your calendar so people can book directly through your profile. If they clicked on directions or if they went to your website, excuse me. So you can see all those interactions. And so if you're trying something like, let's say, you're going to start posting a picture once a week, look at kind of what's going on right now with your profile. Post once a week for the next month, see if there's any improvement. Change your description, see if there's any improvement. Data always is good to have and tells the story. So, and they will send you, if you're active on your Google business profile, they will send you a report every month in your email that you can look at if you forget to go look. And then when you get that, go update your Google business profile. And again, you can't have managers. I manage it for a couple people because they just don't want to deal with it. All righty. And last but not least, if you want to get a little bit more information, you click on the 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner. Business profile setup, I believe, is where you add a manager or 2 or 10, however many you want. Notification preferences is how you choose when and where people where you get notified and who gets notified if somebody interacts. You can add a new business profile. So maybe you have 2 locations for your business. It's also where you can get help and support and send feedback. I think the help and support is where you can go appeal for if you need a review removed. So it's all right here in your dashboard. And again, if you go to your business when you're logged in and you see just your business profile, you are in the wrong email, most likely. So get out of there and get in the new email. I would use Chrome to update your business profile unless you're allergic to Chrome, in which case you can use something else, but it works best in Chrome. All right, so what should you do next? You should claim or complete your business profile. You should verify it. And then while you're waiting, you should go ahead and update all these lovely things that we have talked about. Throw some pictures up, make sure that description is just chocked full of searchable words. And do the thing. We already talked about this a little bit, where you make a habit of reviewing and updating your business info. This is going to be a little weird, sorry. And you add photos and such, and you explore your performance. Again, I would put that, when you have that 15 minutes you're going to spend on your Google profile once a month, you can even do it once a quarter if that's easier. Look at the reports and see what's happening with those. Some resources. I'm going to go ahead and make this full screen again. If you are like, I can't make pretty pictures to put on my Google business profile, you can actually go to g.co/marketing kit and ask them for their marketing kit, and they will send you templates that you can change the business name and all of that in. And you can go ahead and use those and upload those to get started. I highly recommend Canva. The free account lets you do a lot of things with Canva. Some of you can work together if you want to do like a template for the businesses and send it out or something. Find all the artsy people in town. You can also learn more about this and other great tools from Google through YouTube. They have their own channel, Grow with Google YouTube channel, youtube.com/Grow with Google. You can also go to Future Ready Consulting. So at Future Ready Consulting is the YouTube handle for my channel. All the live ones I've done are there and recorded, and there's different ones. And then also I do business tips and tricks. If you want to follow my channel, that would be superb. At Future Ready Consulting is the YouTube channel. Yep. And we'll, George, can we send out like a thing with a bunch of links in it later? Okay. So we can send all that out. Thursday at 4:30, I'm doing a how to make your website work for you from the, remember I told you about Pointy and the lady that sells vegan food? I'm going in her cafe and I'm doing a broadcast for make your website work for you from 4:30 to 5:30. If you want to tune in, that would be super cool. And if you can't, it'll be recorded and you can go look at that later. There's Google career certificates that are available in data analytics, advanced data analytics, business intelligence, UX design, project management, cybersecurity, if you're interested in that. And there's free online training and tools at google.com/grow. And they categorize these trainings for teachers, for local businesses, for job seekers, and for developers. If you look at the list for local businesses and you see another training you think would be beneficial, let George know. And I'm happy to broadcast from Cincinnati up here just for you all. You could all come here and watch the broadcast or sit at home and have a nice glass of wine. Oh, I bet the presentation's way better with a glass of wine. Maybe I'll have a glass of wine. So we do have a form that I created. If you have more that you'd like to see, you can QR code that and fill out the form for training requests. Or if you'd like to share your feedback on this training, you can go to g.co/grow/feedback, although I never see that feedback. So you could just email me and say, oh, I did okay. Janet@futurereadyconsulting.org is my business email. You can leave me a review on my business if you'd like to on my Google page. That would be amazing. I should QR code that, shouldn't I? What the heck? You would have all done it too, real fast, because now that you have to remember, it's not going to happen. It's my bad. It's my bad. I think that's the last page here. Any questions or comments? Thoughts? Yes. Okay, I actually have a video on my channel that shows you that because I had that question a lot. So what I do is I have a extension loaded in my Chrome. Let me see which one I have. It's called the QR code generator. Fancy name. QR code generator. So whatever page you're on, when you click that button then on the extension, it will create a QR code for that link. So you have your review link. You could also just paste the review link in and make a QR code. You can do colors and stuff, but I would just go straight up just to start with. But there is a video on my page to show you how to do that. I'll try to remember to put that in the list too. It's one of those things that if you've never done it, it's like, what do I do? But once you do a couple, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna QR code this whole business. The whole stinking thing is gonna be QR coded. All right, what other questions real quick before we move into phase 2? Yes.
Can you talk about Google events and how you get your events listed on Google?
So the best way is to do it on your profile. It's just to create a picture, some kind of announcement, and post that plus words about the event. And then you can have a learn more if it goes to the event page. Click that, attach that to the event page. It leads you right straight forward, right through it. And then you can post it and hopefully people will come. I posted tonight's event and the one I'm doing Thursday and all in one social post on my profile. And I can pull that up in a minute if you'd like to see what that looks like.
So you click on the add update or
Yep.
that event.
Yeah, either one. Add event if it's real, if it's an event like with a time and day and everything, because it'll give you more choices to put in, or just add an update. I think I just updated actually because it was 2 events and I didn't want to confuse it. Okay. Good question. Other questions? Yes, ma'am.
So we have an event like on our page that we're trying to delete.
Mm.
We can't figure out how to do that.
On Google,
Yeah.
you can't delete. They're so, you can write them and ask them and say it's incorrect and see if they'll take it out.
Why would you add an event then if you can't take it out?
Oh, when it's over, just pile more stuff on it. It'll move it down.
Oh, okay.
It just keep piling on it and it just moves it down. And people will look at the date and be like, oh, that's one thing. If you're going to do events, you got to keep putting more stuff on it or you're going to have Christmas there for the next. Yeah. Yes.
It doesn't say the year, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then just stuff a bunch of pictures on top of that and what tomorrow. It just moves everything down. Then nobody will go that far down and see it. Sorry. It's not a perfect system, but if you don't have a website or you don't have a good way to advertise that, it's pretty nice for a free system. But you just have to kind of know the tricks. Like if there's some picture that comes up and you're like, I really hate that picture. We'll put 5 more on in there and it'll go and it'll get dropped down. All right, we're going to switch phases here. So I'm going to go to here. I'm going to sit for this because I don't know what you're going to ask me and I may need to drive my computer here. So I don't know if you have any questions prepared or not. So some opportunities that we could, and if you're online watching and you want to put an idea in chat, I'm watching the chat. So let me know. Some ideas are, I could show you Google Gemini, which is their AI tool. I can show you, I can talk about any Google tools. We can look at any Google tool you want to talk about. I'm ready to rock and roll.
What's the best way to handle it if Google has come to you and taken photos and they put the entirely wrong business as your photo for your business?
We'll definitely take a better one and put it up on your profile for sure. So we can try to bury that sucker. And then you can try to contact them and tell them it's wrong. I don't know if they'll change it or not. I do not know. Do you want me to show you my profile and how I did this event? I said I would do that and then I didn't. All right, let me see here. Share screen. Yes, I know, but I don't have 2 monitors. All right. All right, hold on. Let me open it before I. It's the only thing we got to wait till we. Oh, I didn't want to do that. My profile's not showing because I'm too far away. All right, hold on. I'm going to trick it. All right, here we go. All right, I got it. I tricked it. Now I got to find. All right. Stand by. I got this. We got this. I'm getting too tricky and I'm tricking myself. All right. Let me share my screen. All right, it's going to look wonky here for a second. I'll get you. Stand by. All right. Here we go. So here is, so you see how this is how it shows a region instead of an address. So it has that red circle around Cincinnati. So that's telling everybody she's somewhere around Cincinnati. And then I did our logo. And then we have the website. You can save it. You can call. We're closed right now. Here's my business phone number. This is new, and it's not even on those slides yet. You can add your social profiles now. So if you are active on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, wherever, if you have a good presence, I know some people really like to load up Facebook. If you're active on Facebook, make sure you put your Facebook profile in your profile. That is so new. They don't even have it on the slides, and I actually had forgotten that. So you can find me that way too. If you do Future Ready, I had to go with Future Ready Consulting, Cincinnati, Ohio, because I'm too far away. So that's like, oh, you're not in the region. I'm not showing you that. So all I did was I posted a picture, Grow with Google. Tune in for live Google training this week, sponsored by Downtown Middletown Inc., Main Street America. And if you click on that, it shows you the whole post. And it gives the link to the YouTube. So I put that out on all my socials, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and then on Google Business Profile. And so that's how I do it. I do either some kind of teaser for the event or a flyer or something. So this time I just threw a picture up there. I have a podcast now. So when I release an episode, I posted it on Google Business Profile in case somebody sees it there. There's a link to it. That's actually the blog post. And then I have a course I'm trying to sell. So I post all the time.
Do you have a way to track and see how many views each of those get?
It may be on the dashboard. I don't know if it's on the dashboard. But I should have a way to track it. I think it's on the dashboard if people click through those. But as long as I'm posting on social anyway, I just post. And then Google says, oh, she's really active on her business profile. So we're going to serve her up a lot. And then you can do questions and answers and all of that. So that's how I treat my profile. The other thing I forgot to show you was, I'm going to stop sharing. Any questions about my profile or anything? Oh, see photos. All I have is my logo and stuff. The other ones are posts because I don't have a brick and mortar. I don't know how exciting the pictures would be. I could take a picture of you. All right, so let me stop sharing this for a second. And then let me see if I can log into my profile actually. I wanted to show you one other thing. Why are you not doing this? Sure.
How many people currently
Their business profile? Yeah. It's funny, it doesn't. It's because I'm too far away. That's hilarious. There it is. All right. So one thing I forgot to tell you about. Let me show you this real quick. No, that's a little psychedelic. Give it 1 second to flip over. Again, there we go. So here's my Google Business Profile. So you want to watch this right here where it says profile strength. It'll be red if it's like, you haven't even filled in all the questions yet. It'll be yellow or orange if you set it and forget it and leave it alone forever. It'll kind of be orange like, hey, what do you say? You put something on here. And it'll be green if it thinks you're active and posting things. You want it to be green if you want it served up the most. That's just, yeah.
But it's not 100%, right? So not bad.
No, it's not bad. I mean, you just want the circle more filled in than empty.
Okay.
All right. Hey, this is a process. Everything, you guys, everything in business is a climb, right? Like it's not a light switch. So it's a marathon. So I teach this, and so I'm on my profile all the time. If I didn't teach it, I don't know what I would do. But like I said, my software, I schedule my social will post to it. Otherwise, it would be kind of a pain. I'd have to post here and post here and post here. So it's just something else you have to do. But that's why I think scheduling it on the calendar, 15 minutes is, or assign someone is useful and helpful because it will raise you up in your search. I think it's especially important in town here because I see that you have lots of really interesting businesses throughout this area. And if people are traveling through, you want them to stop. And if people are even like an hour away and you have the thing they want, you want them there. So to be able to figure out a way to be searchable and callable and make sure you're open and all that stuff is really, really, really critical. When I was up in, it was up right on the lake near Cleveland. I can't remember the town off the top of my head. There was a woman that came to that training and she had a hair salon there. And she said she had grown from one store on the block to now she owns the whole block and it's all her salon. In Pikesville, maybe? No. Anyway, she said that was built from her Google Business Profile because people come and travel through or travel up to see the lake and go haircut near me or blow dry near me or whatever. And that's how they find her. And then they keep coming. She said all new business comes. She said nearly all her new business comes through Google Business Profile. She assigned one of her employees. That's half time their job is to get pictures up there, make sure it's updated, answer questions, chat with people. And she said she swears that that's all her new business comes from that. This is your yellow pages for those of you that are familiar with that. You don't have to admit it. So anyway, I was stunned when she said that. I was even stunned when she said that. Okay, what else we got? Are there other Google tools or little tips and tricks or something I could show? Yes.
I was in a anyway, just a couple weeks ago, and she mentioned if you had a blog on your website that you could attach it to your Google business, so that it would always be like updating. How does
All right. So the question said she probably can't hear online. The question is, if you have a blog, you can attach it to your Google Business Profile. It depends how and where they post their blog. The blog may have a system to where it's an RSS feed that they can then send to Google Business Profile to update. That would be the way I would think they would do it. I showed you, I just add an update and then I stick in the blog title and what it's about briefly and the link to the blog. So I do that. It doesn't do it automatically, but actually my software does do it automatically.
Yeah.
It's an RSS feed though. So when that RSS, every day it looks at the RSS feed. If it's been updated, it throws a post up. I kind of lied. I use the software I use is called High Level. So that's the CRM and the social media scheduler and the whole bit that I use. And so that's how I do it. And it just checks every day. And if it sees I did a new blog post, it tosses it on all my social media. But that's through RSS. Good question. Other question? Yes. Uh-huh. Absolutely. That is absolutely in my wheelhouse. I love doing those demonstrations. Do you want Gemini, which is Google? So if you're familiar with Google Bard, that was their original AI tool. They've now renamed it Gemini. Better name, in my opinion. But I don't know why they changed it. Do you want Gemini or do you want Chat GPT or what would you like? Oh, nice. All right. All right, let's do this. Now, this is always dangerous on the fly, but we'll give it a go. All right, so ChatGPT is an AI tool. It's from OpenAI. So for those of you that some people are like AI, oh my God, you know, AI has been actually in use since the 40s. That would be the 1940s, by the way. So the reason why we've not heard of it is because it took 2 rooms of this size of servers to manage the AI, to do all the thinking. It is now available to the average individual because of how computing has gone, and you still might need a room this size, but now with the internet, we can all access it. So ChatGPT came out of OpenAI project. OpenAI was an individual's intent to make AI available to the masses and not just to those that can afford it. They wanted to make it accessible to everyone. So I applaud that. ChatGPT 3.5, the one I use is the free one. So it does not, do everything. It only has data in it from the 2021 and before. So if you're trying to do something about facts and figures since then, use Gemini because ChatGPT, or pay for ChatGPT 4. It's about like $20 a month. I use AI almost every day. I look at AI tools like this as my virtual assistant that I don't have to pay. Yes. All right. So you mentioned a description. So anyone want me to do one for their business? All right. I was going to pick on, I think I picked on her enough. So
I was gonna say, I have to.
if you, all right, go ahead. What do we got? What's your business?
I am a nonprofit free community cafe.
Okay. So when you use AI, you want to put it in the mode, like put it in thinking the way for what it's the activity is going to do. So we're going to say act as a copywriter. So you like to start with that. You don't have to, but I'm telling you the little tips. I'm going to hide this thing. Can you see? No, let me hide this. All right, there. Act as a copywriter for my see, I hate typing in live TV. Okay, profit, community, cafe, and write a Google description less than, I forget there's 155 characters. And include, what are some things people might search for to find your cafe? It'll move it up here in a minute.
Volunteering.
Include volunteer and community service in the description.
After school. I'm over here.
And after, I love it.
I'm a great place.
You're a fantastic place. Sounds like you're filling a lot of gaps is what it sounds like to me, but that's a whole nother discussion. And then you can also tell it the tone you want. So you can say in a professional tone. Oh God, there's always somebody that wants me to do something crazy on here. The last time it was hilarious, but I won't tell you what we did. Anyway, remember we're being recorded. All right, in a professional tone, in a friendly tone, in a jovial tone, whatever. Oh, okay. Do it in a friendly, free tone. No, friendly tone. I won't say it because I don't know what'll happen. All right. Well, that took a long time. Here we go. Join us at our community cafe for delicious meals and warm vibes. Volunteer, support community service, and engage in after-school programs with us. Together, we're building a stronger, more connected neighborhood. What do you think of that? Now, what you would do is just hit this copy button and you would paste it, but I would add in Medina, Ohio, and I would add we're located just wherever off the square, if that's the case, because that piece will not be on the map necessarily. That's why I like that off the square thing. If that's if that's how everybody finds everything, then I would include it. Man, that is pretty good. Now we could say, now this is a conversation going now between you and ChatGPT. So you can continue, if you're going to go on a whole new bent though, like if you're going to say, now write me a paragraph about something else, just start a new conversation. So, and it saves them all. All right, so let's do rewrite in a serious tone. We wouldn't do that. Discover our community cafe where we serve delectable meals amidst a warm atmosphere. Participate in volunteering, community service, and after-school programs, contributing to the betterment of our neighborhood. Join us in fostering stronger, interconnected community. That's good too.
What about asking for money?
Include asking for donations. Welcome to our community cafe where great food meets a warm atmosphere. Get involved in volunteering, community service, after school programs, and consider supporting us with donations. Together, let's strengthen our neighborhood and make a difference.
What if you had a newsletter? Can you put what you're thinking on in there and it will just like worded?
Act as a copywriter and compose a newsletter. What's your business? Can we get more specific? Which restaurant? Oh, okay. All right. Act and compose a newsletter from the. What is it? No, we're doing the yeah. It'll be better if we do it more specific. From the all fired up ceramic painting store studio and compose a newsletter from the garbage in, garbage out with this. So if you just put it very brief and bad, you're going to get brief and bad. Talking about our kids' party opportunities. Now, if you put more detail about what those actually were, you would get better newsletter. Subject: unleash creativity and joy. Kids' party packages at All Fired Up Ceramic Painting Studio. Look at this. Well, it's just going to go on and on and on. That's what I want to know. So let me see here. Why choose All Fired Up? Endless creativity, stress-free planning, customizable packages, education and fun, take-home treasures. Book your child's dream party today. Bam. this helps me. If I just sit here and write you a newsletter right now, you'd all be able to go eat and have like drinks and be back, and I might have it done. But and you'd still need to rewrite it. Now, copy, paste in a Google Doc and really read it and be like, oh, we don't do that. Oh, we do this. I'm going to add that. But it gave you categories. It gave you, like, this is my dream of when I stare at a blank page right here. And sometimes people can tell you've used ChatGPT or one of those. So you have to be careful and really read it and don't sound like a robot. But yeah, there you go. Has that a good newsletter? I can send these out later or just do it. Now, I'm going to show you another trick that's, if your mind isn't blown already. I just have to remember this address. AImind. AImind.so. Mind. AImind.so. It'll switch here in a minute. We're on a roll now, people. Now, this tool helps you write the prompts, because garbage in, garbage out. So if we write really good prompts, then we will do better. So let me try the prompt generator. Now let's do this again. So I'm going to say, let me just copy paste. Blah, 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 blah. It's going to flicker on you here in a second, but that's okay. And if you're writing me questions online, I'm probably not seeing them because I'm not on that page. Act as a copywriter and compose a newsletter from the offer. Okay, so it's the same prompt that I just put in ChatGPT, but it's going to make my prompt better. So keep in mind, this is different from Chat. This is the prompt maker, not ChatGPT. And what I would do is I would take that same prompt we used for the newsletter and put it in Gemini and see which one came up better. I usually put it in both and see which one's better. It's gemini.google.com is the other AI tool that's free. I think it's still free. All right, so look at that. So I put a one sentence prompt. Here's the prompt they told me I should use instead. Compose a newsletter from the all-fired up ceramic painting studio targeting parents interested in kids' party opportunities, and your response act as an expert copywriter for the studio, maintaining a friendly tone suitable for beginners, including information on the various party packages available, such as theme party options, pricing details, and any special add-ons like party fit, blah, 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 blah. And then it gives you additional context you can include. And then once it gives you a response, it gives you follow-up questions if you want to ask those. So now let's take this prompt and stick it back in here and see if it gives us a better result or a more comprehensive result. Watch you. I'll fire it up. We believe it looks pretty similar, but it looks more detailed, I think. So there's two newsletters. All fired up, we believe in turning every occasion into a masterpiece. Our kids' party packages offer an immersive experience, et cetera, et cetera. Let's see what this one says. We believe in turning moments into memories. Our kids' packages are designed to delight children and parents alike, offering a hassle-free experience backed with fun and imagination. So, I mean, you can use either one, but if you're like, I don't even want a prompt to get what I want, then use AImind to get the prompt. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw this in Gemini too and see what we get. Now here's the difference in Gemini. If you need facts and figures, especially recent ones, you need to use Gemini. And if you need to check on the reliability, use Gemini. AI can have hallucinations. Can't we all? So, for example, I asked for women's quotes for a social media post I wanted. For women that made over $5 million or so. I had some criteria. It gave me fake people. It wasn't even real. So I had to double check. And so if I'd posted that, I'd look kind of like a dodo bird. So You have to be careful and check, but I'll show you how you can actually check that. So we're going to put the newsletter prompt we got from AI Mind into Gemini now and see what Gemini does with it. And I'll show you the differences. But I use both just to see what I get. Oh, more emojis with this one. Throw the coolest kids party ever. It all fired up. Tired of the same old birthday party routines. Ready to make your child's celebration creative blast they'll never forget. Imagine this. That's right. So this did more bullets. See that? This one did bullets. You have the basic bash, the theme thrill, and the deluxe delight. Did you know you had that?
No. I did not know.
Oh my God, look at this. This is creepy as heck. Look, it put your website in here.
Oh, it did. Cool.
And your phone number.
Yeah, it's accurate.
So Google and Gemini, Google use Google, and it will also connect with your Google Flights, your Google Gmail, and all of that, and it'll actually interact with all of those if you doesn't freak you out. This freaks me out a bit. I did not know it's going to do that. That's pretty cool. And it says you can update the location if that wasn't correct. So it may have actually searched your web page as well. So you'll have, I assume you didn't have the basic bash, the theme thrill, and deluxe delight.
No, that is not me.
You might now. Now, here's what kind of separates this from the other ones. So if you click this Google thing now, it fact checks against search. So this is not search. This is AI doing its thing. Google search is where you want facts and figures. They're two different things. So it's now looking on Google, evaluating the statements, and then it did nothing with that. So normally it colors it if it says, I can't find this anywhere on the internet. Like if I ask for it to give me data facts, it'll check those and then come back and either say, yep, and here's where I found them, and it'll give you a link to check, or it'll say, I can't find that anywhere. And I'm like, you made that up. So then don't use that. But you can't do that on ChatGPT. Okay. The other thing you can do is drafts. There's drafts. So it'll give us usually 2 more drafts of the same prompt. So you can compare. So draft 2 is more wordy. And this time you get the classic crafter, the princess power, or superhero squad, and the ultimate celebration.
No. I'm just trying to keep up over here.
And this one has the classic. This last draft has the classic, the theme lovers, and the big group blowout. I don't think those are as good. No blowouts. And then you can add pizza and cupcakes and party favors. Okay. So anyway, but this is like, it's like if you got together and went to a coffee with someone and said, can we brainstorm over my my party themes and stuff? You brainstorm with this and get ideas, and then you do your own thing. It's pretty nuts, I think. Can you give me some images to add to the newsletter? Well, here we go. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Now, I hate these. These are terrible pictures. So I gave a tea set picture, a Japanese something or another. Party favors. These are terrible, but I probably gave it a crappy prompt. But yes, you can do. I have not as much luck with images as I would prefer. But with copy, all day long. So I use it on YouTube videos. I'm very particular about making sure that the captions, closed captions, are accurate and punctuated. YouTube doesn't punctuate their automatic captions. It just throws it all in one big long sentence, and so I don't like that. So I use AI to punctuate it for me, because that's a job. It used to take an hour. It takes 5 minutes at most, and it punctuates it all. And then I just paste it back and it syncs it all up again. So that's another way I like it. You can have it. So here's another tool.
Can you ask it to reword something for you?
Yes. You can put whatever you wrote in there and say, can you make this more friendly? Can you make this? My partner, if she has to write an employee an email and she's mad at him, she said she'll put in ChatGPT, literally, I'm really mad at this employee and I need to tell him blah, 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 blah. And it'll get, and she's like, oh, that's perfect. And she can paste it in there. And because she starts writing and she's like, no, that's snarky. I can't do that. No, that's snarky too. I can't. So then now she just has ChatGPT fix it for her. It's hilarious. She told me that the other day, and I was like, "Are you serious?" She's like, "Yes." I'm like, "I gotta try that." Harpa.ai. Harpa.ai. Now I've looked at a lot of AI tools. A lot of them are just hooking in ChatGPT and just doing what you can do yourself, right? Like it just writes the prompt for you, and you're like, "Okay, that's good," but I could have just done that myself. But the tools I'm telling you about, I can't see replicated, and they're free because I'm cheap. So I'm frugal. I'm not cheap. I'm frugal. Harpa.ai, you add to your Chrome account. So what Harpa AI does is it actually, you can tell it to look at the page you're on, make it page aware. So if you're on a website, all right, can we give it a go? Let me go to the fired up website.
It's very dated, folks. Don't judge.
Nothing like being in the front row. All right. I actually love painting ceramics, so that's why I'm kind of picking on it. All right. So this is my Chrome extension. I know I'm behind. Let it pop up. It may not. Yes, it will. Okay. Here's Harpa.ai. Okay. So the first thing you can do is you can choose whether you want it to do ChatGPT here at the bottom or whether you want it to do Gemini. I usually start with ChatGPT. I don't know why it seems to work better for this tool. Okay. And then you can click on this and make it page aware. So now it's going to know what page we're on. And now I'm going to say, write a summary of this website. Boom. So if you are given, like, if people tell you, hey, you need to study this website or learn it, and you're like, oh God, just do this. There it is. All Fired Up is a well-established paint-your-own pottery ceramic studio located in the historic district of Medina, Ohio. Da, 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 da. Here's a summary of the website. Or you ever look at those websites and you're like, I'm not reading all of that. This is, if I were still doing homework as a student, by God, I'd be on this all the time. This is like Cliff Notes on steroids. So yeah, you can do that. Then we could say, write a keyword filled, a high value keyword rich description for Google business. I'm giving away a lot of secrets here. Profile. Boom. Discover Medina's premier paint your own pottery studio, all fired up, located in the heart of the historic district, et cetera, et cetera. It's got the phone call. You don't need to put phone and address in for Google business profile, but it did. So you could erase that. But again, check it. Don't blindly paste. And you just click this copy button and put it wherever you want. I always usually carry it over to Google Docs and I make it better, shall we say.
So it seems hypothetically like, because I'll be honest with you, I heard about this like for the
Good.
But so it seems like technically, if you've got a bad Google review, could you basically
Yep, you absolutely could. Absolutely. If you ever have brain block up from any more writing anything, just go, wait, I'm going to go ask ChatGPT.
We're in the middle of a conversation.
wait, I can't. Give me 1 second. That's good. I like that. I love that. No, yeah, you can. Yep. You can do I think this will even do a SEO review. You probably don't want to do that, but sorry. Of this. I mean, I don't know. It gives you suggestions to provide SEO review. All fired up what keywords, title tag, and meta description content. There you go. There's your SEO review you might have paid someone to do, like me. And guess what? I probably did that. So, I mean, there's a lot. Like, I feel like it levels the playing field for a small business owner who's like, SEO, what? Caption my videos, what? Like, and you can just let it do it for you. But I like HARPA because it shows up on top of whatever website I'm on. They also have pre-built ones for HARPA AI. Let me see. Oh, you can do automations too. I haven't even figured that all out yet. I'm still learning this tool. But, oh, backlinks. Talks about backlinks. All this stuff that you're like, at least, you know, I was like, what? There you go. But, yeah, so my favorite tools are HARPA AI, AI Mind to write better prompts. And then I alternate. One day I'm using ChatGPT and I'm on a roll. Like right now, I'm feeling very good about ChatGPT. Gemini, I wasn't thrilled about some of those results. But then another day I'll be in Gemini and be like, oh, that's way better. I think it depends on what you're doing too. The other cool thing about Gemini, I forgot to tell you. Hold on, let me go back up to our newsletter. Sorry, I'm going to make you drunk here for a second. Sorry. If you hit the share button, you can export straight to Google Docs or a draft in Gmail. What? So this is where you can write my evil whoever a note about, and you can start a new chat. Again, if you're changing topics, start a new chat. It gets confused. ChatGPT, you can fill in information about you and your business, and then any question you ask it will refer to that for your business. Gemini doesn't do that I know of, but I just referred to the name and the city, and it found it itself. I don't even think I said the city. I think it said, well, that's nearby. We'll just use that one. That's crazy. Right here, yeah. Right. 5 new social media posts to advertise this party package, these party packages. I'm just doing, you can take tomorrow off.
You're coming in?
No, ChatGPT came in. You just have to launch this newsletter and your packages and then post these 5 things. Oh, it made up new ones. Here are 5 social media posts to get the party started. The FOMO. What? Post 3. Oh, it tells you what image to do. Close-up of a child, intently painting, tongue sticking out in concentration. Caption, I want to go to a party like that. Make your kid the star of the coolest celebration. Book your all fired up party today. Best party ever. It gives you hashtags and everything. A bright decorated party time sign or banner. Caption, ready to level up your kid's birthday. Tap the link in our bio to book your all fired up party now. Book your party, celebrate. Let's celebrate. See, I'll just send you the link. What else we got? We got other things we want Gemini to do for us, or anyone else want to take the day off tomorrow? Dust my shelves and my yeah, can't load the kiln yet, can't dust the shelves. Can do a lot though. Yeah, I mean, don't put anything in that is proprietary that you don't want out and about. A lot of big companies have put walls up so you can't use AI on their property or in their servers, but then they usually provide another, like either in-house one, or they, when Microsoft now will set up their AI in your business and lock it down. Of course, that big businesses like AT&T, my brother works there, they have their own in-house. They can't use this on their servers because they're afraid somebody's going to put some proprietary information or code. It's really good at doing code. If you're working on something, you're like, I know 5,000 other people have done this some point in life, then use it, because it's now, it knows all the 5,000 times it's been done. Don't do it again. Start from zero and do it again. But if you're doing new code, new proprietary, whatever, don't put it in here, because then the whole world will have it. But it's really good. That's how I think of it. It's my virtual assistant, and it'll do tasks for me that have been done for the last God knows how many years and by thousands and millions of people. So why should I start from zero? So, but I pretty much use it for something just about every day. I probably could use it more. Somebody says something to you, I like this. So I do two things. If somebody says something to me and I'm like, I'm not sure I know what they're talking about, I do a Google search, and then depending upon what I get back from that, then I put it in ChatGPT and I go, oh, that's what they're talking about. Okay. That's when you do the whole, hold on one second. And then you go back. I completely agree with that strategic. You should definitely do that. What else? Any other Google things you want to talk about? Anybody run Google Ads at all? I don't. Well, as long as there's so many free things out there, until I hit the dead end with social media and stuff, I don't really want to pay for it. So I don't do that either. I'm just curious. What else? I hope you found some value in this session. Definitely don't get into ChatGPT unless you have something you need to do, because you'll look at the clock and your day will be done and you will have put every ridiculous question in the world in ChatGPT. Or do it in a weekend. We still got two other people on here. We haven't scared them.
I thought it might be interesting to go around and ask what people learn today, where they're from, what businesses they're in.
I would love that. Can I bring a mic around so everybody hears it online too? Yay. Now everybody went, nope, not telling me. Oh, sure.
I think you all know who I am now.
She's like, the kiln. I have to go check the kiln. We know who you are. We know your business, and we know your party packages. So thank you for coming, and thank you for letting me pick on you a little bit. All right, go ahead.
Well, we're all here together. Yeah, we're together. So I'm Melissa. This is Emily, and we are from Rue Candles. And we do a lot of we pretty much run the website, and Emily does all our social media stuff. So
What's the business again?
Root Candles,
Oh,
right down the road. Yep.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, this was great for me. And we've not done a ton with the Google stuff. So I think it was a great learning experience.
Fantastic. All right.
I'm with them.
You're with that list. Oh, you come in a posse. All right, I got you. Who's not in the posse?
My name is Debbie, and I work with Tammy. She's my niece, and she owns the Uptown Shop. And Amanda used to babysit for me when my kids were little. So that's how I knew Amanda. So the second part was absolutely outstanding with all the AI and you showing us that. Kudos. Nice job.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you for letting me do that, because AI is scary. Did I miss you? I didn't know if you were with the posse.
No, I'm Sam Custer. I'm a State Farm agent in Medina, and we're pretty integrated with the Google business page. So that was all good to rehear. The one thing that you brought up that was totally new for me was the fact that if you are contesting a review, the first time it's just really going to be superficially reviewed. And so don't give up and just keep on trying again. So definitely that was good. And then 100% the second part with the chat GPT part, because I've heard of it like anybody else, but you know, who's going to go on and just start searching it and try to figure it out yourself? You could spend 5 hours just trying to figure out what it is. So in I don't know, 30 minutes, you really kind of truly fully explained it.
Great. I'm glad to hear that. And I just so you know, I've been with State Farm since I turned 16 years old. And about 10 years. And my dad, the only reason I did is because my dad was with State Farm. I don't even know how long. So I'm State Farm all the way. Go this way. I gotta move my camera. Go ahead and talk.
Hi, my name's Cindy. I own with my business partner Kristen Do It Again. We just opened up a couple months ago. I found the updating and the messaging through Google. I did not know about that, so I think that's going to be helpful.
Awesome. So what is the business is Do It Again?
Do it again.
What are we doing again?
We like to repurpose, upcycle.
Oh, nice.
Have a lot of like crafters and stuff, giving them a chance to have a place to do the same thing.
And where is that? Are all these sort of around the square?
Yeah, we're actually right down the street.
Okay.
From the city hall.
The candle one's out, right?
Yeah.
You're out. I'll have to hit that on the way out. But okay, I love this. Who else next? You want to do it?
Sure. I'm Amy, and I work for Walker and Jock. It's a patent, copyright, and trademark law office. And they don't have anyone handling their Google right now, as far as I understand. So they sent me here to get kind of a refresher course. I already knew some from my own businesses, but I found it interesting because we do a lot of patents, trademarks, copyrights all around the world. And to put our business just to region would probably be more harmful than good. So that was one of the things that I didn't know that was helpful.
So one thing you could do, I think you could maybe set it up in other big cities you operate in, maybe, because you can add a profile.
Well, we only have a location in Medina.
Well, but I think you could maybe, I don't know how Google would handle that, but one of the things you could put in the description, the very first sentence is we operate all over the world or something, so that you kind of set that expectation right away. I might have to talk to you about trademarks and stuff. Okay.
Hello, I am Emily Root, and I own a Thai massage business. So I own Healing Arts Thai Massage. Yeah, I do yoga, and I also do somatic counseling. So, yeah.
All right. That's cool.
I'm Cindy Maxwell. I'm the executive director of Cups Cafe, which is a free community cafe. We feed anyone and everyone for free that walks through the doors. And then at 2:00, I kick all our adults out and we hang out with about 50 to 60 kids after school. So it's pretty awesome. We've been in the same space, which is just off the square, for 16 years. So it's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Nice. There you go.
I am Estella, and this is Emily, and I'm the owner of Bella Moxie Gallery, Gathering Place, and Gift Shop. And we have a Google account, and I minimally utilize it. So today I really realized the importance of utilizing it to its full potential. So that was really important today. And then the second portion I've heard of from my kids and things like that, but I had no idea the power behind that. So that was wonderful.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Did I miss anybody? Because I don't want to miss anybody. No? All right. Well, thank you all. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for having me. I look forward to exploring the town tomorrow morning. So I hope maybe I'll see some of you. I don't know if I will or not. Thank you online for those that came online. And we'll wrap it up. Thank you so much.